G321 evaluation, question 5. How do you attract and address your audience? Part 2. There are lots of camera tricks used which will be able to attract different audiences to watch this thriller opening. Lots of tilts are used, for example, the one of Henry lying a minute into our opening shows his mystery and his hidden identity because it was on a tilt and his trilby hat was also on a tilt, hiding this part of his face. These shots are generic conventions of thrillers, and they will attract many thriller fans to see this, and it reinforces generic conventions which will be attracting our male demographics to watch it. Close-ups are also shown so that you can see emotions. For example, there's in the cliffhanger, there are over-the-shoulder shots of Henry and the copycat killer, and you can see Sophie's face, and you can see she's very frightened, and her emotions are showing, which you can feel how scared she is, which can influence the audience's feelings and make them involved in this thriller opening. Especially this will be attractive to younger female audiences. Puddle shot we used was I thought was very effective as it showed the presence of Henry, while showing the puddle as a dirty object, which shows the type of the thriller, which is quite gritty. Tracking shots were also used to show Sophie's movements, and so you can see things from her perspective. This is similar to Jackie Brown and the opening of her tracking shots and Tarantino's iconic signature shots of the long tracking shots of the opening. With the ethnicity, it is white British, so only white British characters are in it. For example, this also happened in Skins, and the opening of Skins, there were only white British actors. But it also can appeal to ethnic groups because they're used to watching these sorts of films within the UK, and they can gain an understanding of what it's like to live in a British household and in our lifestyle. Explicit contextual references. In the scene of the third man, when Holly is very disorientated and confused in Vienna, he comes across a dark doorway and there's a figure of a person, and a tilt shot again is used to show how Harry is wearing a suit and a trilby hat, which is also on a tilt. And in my thriller, after the title Cold Case comes up a minute in, there's a tilt of Henry, which I've mentioned earlier, and he's in an archway, and there's a gate as a door, and he's also wearing a trilby hat on a tilt and wearing a suit. If the audiences can find this intertextual reference, they'll be very intelligent to do so, and they'll feel very happy about this, and it'll make them want to watch the rest of it because it suggests that they have seen the third man, and that they have enjoyed the third man, and they can find references from this and in our thriller Cold Case, and it will attract them to watch the rest of the opening and want to watch the rest of the film. There's a clear narrative structure. There's a clear beginning with Sophie searching through the case, which introduces characters, introduces the main protagonist of Sophie, and other characters on the internet of Eve, who was murdered, and the murderer suspected of Henry Lyne. And there's use of flashbacks. Use of flashbacks is clearly made to show fade to black, to go in and out of them. It shows what it is in modern day to noir, so demographics know what is what, so it isn't confusing to them, and they can identify each character. Dissolves are also used to add mystery, which mystery is a generic convention, which attract audiences, and also there is enigma, which can add to the tension and suspense, which are key in keeping the audience involved and satisfied and building up their emotions to the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger is very important. It's one of the most important parts of a thriller, and it was in our thriller opening. Cliffhanger makes you want to watch all of the film because it ends with feeling that in our cold case, it feels that she's cornered and she's going to be murdered by this copycat killer, but it isn't shown, which adds to the suspense, and the audience wants to find out what happened. It's a little bit confusing, which is important because then it makes the audience want to watch the rest of it and watch the story unravel and find out what's going through Sophie's mind. They want to see what happens at the end. They want to leave any questions unanswered. They want them to be answered throughout the film. This will attract you to want to watch it. And this suggests, if they want to do this, this suggests they're intrigued by the opening and they'll want to watch it. This goes to our demographic of young adult audiences to our demographic of 45 pluses. So this makes you want to watch the whole thing, and it's clear, and their story can be unveiled, and it adds up to see the audience, and the audience can guess, and if they get it right, then they can feel very proud of it. And these are all things that will attract our audiences. I have 3 questionnaires which I'll put on a presentation, and I'll post them below these videos on the same page.